Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to let you know that I have some apologies, explanations, and I guess what you might call it, some disclaimers. First of all, last night's upload, I didn't mean to come across as racist. When I use phrases like these people, I usually refer to people who I don't know very well. I did not mean to come off as racist. I actually lived in another country for about 20 years, and I love the culture. I adore the local people. And so I apologize if I come off as saying racist phrases or remarks that may be understood in some context as racist. When I make remarks like that, I usually mean people who are dishonest or people who have ulterior motives other than friendship or a professional interest. Say, for instance, the hotel employee who kept mauling me and grabbing me in hopes of maybe me paying her to let me in when I already paid to get into the resort. I later found out from other people that that is what she was doing. And trust me, guys, I was not nude. And I also didn't want to come off as a prude when I tried to shame the hotel manager by saying, you should be ashamed to have all those people who are topless on your beach. No, I didn't mean that. I just wanted to give him back some of the shame that they had been giving me. Honestly, guys, I was decent. I had a proper crop top that was not low cut and shorts, and my God, they would have arrested me. Also, I've been wondering, sometimes I tend to upload things and remain faceless, and I guess I'm sorry about that, but when you get to be my age, trust me, there are some days when you would much rather remain faceless. But I wanted to say that my other camera, which, I had up until very recently, I used to be able to switch from the, how do I say this, from the portrait to the landscape mode very easily, no matter what type of filters or setting I was using. That was great. And now this new other one that I have, it stops recording if I try to change. And sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. It depends on the setting or the mode. Guys, I am looking for something easier to film with, but I don't really know how to approach the style of my channel yet. I don't want to remain faceless. I want to appear in front of you as often as I can, but because of that technical issue that I'm having, and because of the way I look sometimes, usually it's because of this technicality, and I have that a lot when I do the shopping hauls, because I can't switch. When I'm in the store or when I'm here showing, I can't switch. And it's so frustrating to have been used to one way, and then now I have to get used to a whole new camera, and it doesn't work the way I want it to. Even though it's the same type of camera, exactly the same make, there's something off about it. So I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I have to take it back to the store and have them, go through the settings again. I'm not sure. But anyway, those are the two explanations that I wanted to give you. If I came off as racist or not being as open minded to some other people's personal preferences and rights. I don't mean to be. I mean, I don't really have much of an idea or opinion on topless people at the beach. I don't really care. I mean, if I want to see it, I'll see it. If I don't want to see it, I won't look. It's not really a big deal for me, although there's no way I could ever do that. However, I have some issues with children watching that kind of stuff and maybe growing up with the idea that, I don't know, I'm not going to go there because that's very political, that's very social, and I don't have children, so I don't have to worry about that. But, you know, the way that I was shamed in another country for doing nothing inappropriate at all, just so that I would be more vulnerable and more victimized and more willing to pay out money just for stupidity. I think people like that abroad in the tourism industry should be totally written off. And, you know, had it been my dad present, she never would have had a job there the next day. She never, because my father was actually quite familiar with all the hotel managers in the resorts where we sent charters to. And I actually do believe that I was correct in my assumption that it was the other business person that was related to my father in the business that was masterminding this whole thing so that I would be more dependent on him and feel lost now that my dad was gone. That was terrible. I know that that's what happened. And I know that it continued until I put a stop to it. Mind you, that person saved the day for me in other circumstances, so I can't completely, I can't completely criticize him about everything that he did, but in that particular case, he was really in the wrong, and I had to let him know sooner or later, which I did, that his behavior was very, very apparent. His ulterior motives were very, very transparent, and that I would have to legally put an end to it if he didn't stop it. So, and then things got better. They're off and on all the time. Mind you, it hasn't been so bad since. I've had other issues, but not like that. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to apologize for those remarks, saying these people, those people. I didn't mean it in a racist way, although I know now that if I had been listening to someone else talking like that, I might have thought, well, what does she mean, these people? Is she being racist? You know, I'm married into another culture, and I'm not trying to, make myself out to be a spokesperson for, anything. But I never felt intimidated by other cultures. I was always drawn to them. And many of my stories do feature men and dates and romantic interests, all from other cultures, guys. And I was always fascinated by people from different parts of the world or different European backgrounds than I was. So I hope that I never change, although I think my romantic interest days are quite over. I just had a 63rd birthday not long ago, so I'm not into that anymore these days. But I do, for some reason, need to reflect back on my past and trying to change many of the things that I don't like about myself. I want to go back there, and I have to relive some of those things, guys, because the fears that all these weird situations created for me, they're all still up here. They're all still up there, and I have to find a way to deal with it so that it doesn't interfere with my day-to-day life. It's disrupting my peace of mind, my sleep, my dreams, my meditation. And so I just thought I would touch base with you and let you know about that. And I will try to crop up with my face as many times as I can in order to maintain that relationship with you. I wish I could reach some more subscribers. I haven't been promoting my channel at all. I haven't been asking people to subscribe in any other place except for this channel, so that's part of the issue. But if you know anybody who's interested in story times and discussions about health and some cooking recipes and vegetarian food, I don't mind if you send them my way. And I do have a cat, Micha cat, and she's a tabby. She's a 12-year-old tabby, and she hates other cats and other animals. So, she does love to pose for the camera, I notice. So when she feels left out, listening to me talk to this thing, I think she enjoys getting in front of the camera and getting that attention, because she feels neglected when I talk to this and I don't talk to her. She knows there's a difference. So I always talk about my cat as though she were another person. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you very much for watching. And if you haven't seen my 2 recent story times, could you please watch them or remind yourself to watch them? Because I would really be interested to know any comments that you have, what your input might be, or if you've had any similar experiences. And the vlog about my friend Richard and Isabel, it's really weird, because after my dad's business partner had that talk with Isabel, she became like ice with me. And that was the fall of our friendship, even much more than when she passed away. I tried to maintain the friendship, but she was never warm to me again after that. I don't know exactly what he said, but she said she was pretty devastated by it. And so about Richard, I think he probably was the scariest person I have ever known. The most depressing, and I'm not saying this in a critical way. When you can get a vibe from a person, it used to be, guys, that when he walked into a room, I would actually get the shivers and creeps. There was something about him that just freaked me right out. I don't know what it was. I always chalked it up to the fact that he temporarily left Earth and came back after his motorcycle accident, but he gave me the creeps. Nothing he actually did or said, it's just his aura. He had this kind of atmosphere and vibe around him that I couldn't handle. I couldn't decipher it, and it made me so uncomfortable. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it was that turned me right off more and more. It could have been the bad habits that he had. I'm not sure. I am not sure totally, but may he rest in peace. May both of them rest in peace. And anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye for now.